sometimes these drivers, I mean, you got so much other stuff on your mind, you don't need that little distraction.
Yeah, and Hammond would say, I'm up in this guy's face, but they're not paying any attention to him. And then he'd give the guy the headset and say, here, you talk to him.
Yeah, right. And just about everybody will come to pit road, all the lead lap cars. Steve Burns.
Well, Michael Waltrip, as we said moments ago, so the car is just a little bit tight. So Bobby Kennedy said, I'm going to take a little air pressure out and take a little bit of wedge out. 4 tires going to go on for Michael Waltrip in the 99 car. Let's go to Dick Berggren.
Joe Nemechek is going to take just 2 tires. Brian Patty's the guy that made the decision. They packed the gas. He's gone to Matt.
Nemechek's teammate, the 7 car, Randy LaJoy. The car has the same characteristics as the car that Jeff Fuller drove this race car back in February. 4-tire change. Very close to not getting all the lugs in the left front, but they did get all the lugs. They made an air pressure adjustment, both outside tires. The car was tight.
Look at the land rush off pit road. Nemechek had to be real careful taking on only 2 tires because he was exiting as 8 cars were still coming into the pits right alongside him.
Oh, yeah, we get excited about 3 wide on the racetrack. How about 6 wide on pit road?
There was 34 cars on pit road at one time, all the lead lap cars.
Like you've always told me, Darrell, it's a lot easier to pass them when they're stopped.
Oh, yeah. Here's the race to the line here at the end of pit road. Boy, that was close. Todd Bodine in the 92. There goes Michael Waltrip in the 99.
33 laps complete. We're under the first caution of the night in Daytona.
FX welcomes you back on this holiday weekend to Daytona. Joe Nemechek from nearby Lakeland, Florida, the pole sitter, has led all but 2 laps. We are 34 laps through or on. And first caution of the evening, surviving the big one. Part of this race, close calls so far, Jeff.
Yeah, we see right there the 92 Jack Sprague right there. Guys bouncing off the wall. Larry Foyt, Greg Biffle gets together with Shane Mill. And here in the pits, I mean, it's even tight in the pits. This is one of the reasons why you've got to be careful. Pick the tires up. Wearing helmets. Look at that. Boom. Johnny Sauter hits that tire, knocks it back up in the tire changer for Ron Hornaday. I mean, it's a war out there.
Johnny Sauter tired of the close calls. And remember, Talladega, the 27-car big one, he was involved.
Right in the middle of
rolling through that. One thing we didn't mention, Jeff, in the pre-race show, below the yellow line and the battle there, and if that will come into play in this race.
Well, and so far, at every super speedway race we've come to this year, it's always been, we've got to worry about the out of bounds. Only racetracks we go to, Daytona and Talladega, where you've got to keep it on the racing service. You get down below the yellow line, you can be called and brought back in the pits and penalized.
But I tell you, Jeff, what I'm not sure about the strategy. Joe Nemechek, the 87 car on 2 tires, because they pitted about lap 33. This means, should we go green? And I know they're going to be bunched up here, and sometimes cautions breed cautions, but the fact that you may be painted in a box, and you may have to pit with about 12 or 13 laps to go for fuel only, and that means Joe Nemechek would have to run this whole race on the same set of left side tires.
I agree completely, Larry. And the other thing is, too, you never know whenever left side tires might make you push a little bit, and that's one thing you don't want to get into right now, because we talked earlier and heard other guys talk about it. You don't want your car pushing here at Daytona because it won't come off the corner like it needs to.
All right, let's get down to Steve Burns, trackside. Steve?
Chris, there's 5 mechanics underneath Shane Mill's car. He has a broken U-joint. They may have to change the drive shaft. Also has a broken left rear shock. Matt Yoakum.
Steve, Scott Wimmer came in for a second time. They changed the right front shock. The shock is indeed broken. NASCAR officials looked at it. The shock is broken. He should be good to go. Dick?
Greg Biffle took 4 tires. He's having a bit of a heating problem up to 230 degrees. They did absolutely nothing to try to fix that. Mike?
34 cars will restart on the lead lap. Joe Nemechek with 2 tires was first out of the pits. Then Todd Bodine, Randy LaJoy, Michael Waltrip, Greg Biffle 5th. Johnny Sauter, Mike McLaughlin, Jason Keller, Scott Briggs, and Jamie McMurray. For all the folks who helped to win our country's freedom as we celebrate 4th of July weekend, for all of you, let's crank it up on this restart. the looks of that restart, it's going to be hard to put anything in front of Joe Nemechek tonight.
I don't know. I believe Michael, he's got a fast car. He's coming up on the outside there. Somebody gets with him and helps him. I believe he's got a hot rod that'll do it, Larry. That car looks all for racing.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing Joe Nemechek has really going for him now, there's Greg Biffle. Come on, baby. Come on. Get up on this rear bumper. Let's go.
Yeah, that's Michael there in front of him, and Michael needs some help, but he's not really getting a lot from Biffle right now.
And what do you mean not getting a lot of help, Darrell?
Well, he can't get to him. Sometimes these cars just won't get up to the car in front of them. The cow pressure or whatever just keeps it from pulling up to the car in front of them.
It's almost like you run up against a wall.
It's like the car hits a brick, a wall of air is what I'm trying to say, and it just won't go. And it's not the same behind every car. Sometimes you get behind a Pontiac, the car runs better than it does behind a Chevrolet, behind a Ford, whatever.
And that's something you always try to find out in practice where you can use that to your advantage in the race.
Shane Hall slows and goes to pit road as Todd Bodine bids for the lead on the outside.
Yeah, I think Michael's got him someone to run with there because as we've seen, Todd is driving real aggressively and got a pretty fast car.
Nemechek on the inside has his teammate Randy LaJoie in tow, and then the whole rest of the field.
I believe Michael's got him a running mate there in Todd if he can get up there to him, but there again, he doesn't seem to be able to push up to the back of him.
Well, Biffle's doing his part. Whomp.
You see the yellow car on the bottom, the Toys R Us car, the 54 car of Kevin Grubb. Remember, he's a lap down. He had a plug wire, but he's back up there now, hoping that a caution comes out and he can beat these guys back to the line to get his lap back and get back on the lead lap.
Yeah, looks like the car's running great now.
We'd also document that Kenny Wallace is back out on the racetrack 13 laps down. Remember, came in here 5th in points out there trying to make as many positions as he can.
Jimmy Spencer restarted 18th. He's climbed to 14th in that orange-yellow car. It doesn't sound quite right, but it's the orange-yellow car, folks. Oh, Todd almost got the wall coming through the tri-oval. He got way up high, and you see him there on the outside, and Darrell, he almost bit it.
Yeah, he's been driving real aggressively. I know that's what you got to do in this restrictor plate racing, but you also got to be careful. That doesn't go together. Aggressive and careful.
The 92 and Todd Bodine was racing for the lead. Now he's back to 18th. Here's why.
That was close.
You know, I don't think he hit the wall. I think he just got shoved up out of line there, and maybe he had to get out of the gas to keep from hitting the wall.
And that's a prime example of getting out of the throttle, how many positions you'll lose.
And he went way back.
Shane Hall takes his car to the garage as we complete 41 laps in Daytona. Joe Nemechek in command. Second caution of the night, Ron Hornaday coming out of the tri-oval, tried to squeeze up the outside in front of Stacy Compton. Didn't have room and slid across in front of Tony Raines, number 33.
As you can see, they come through the tri-oval here. They get 3 wide, as we've talked about a number of times. Now, what Ron wants to do, and his spotter's looking back, you know, looking down toward that corner. He may have not cleared, or he may have even cleared Ron at that point. Stacy held his line. Ron came up. That's a typical deal on a Daytona track. What Ron doesn't want to be here is hung in the middle. He's trying to get over and get into the outside lane, and he just didn't quite clear that car.
And Darrell, the spotters are right above us here at the start-finish line, and right there, they're going away from the spotters. It's hard for a spotter to clear a car right there.
And what hurt Raines's car is when he come out of the grass and into the banking. It's just like drove the nose right into the banking.
Now this is from Compton. There's the contact. Nice job by Ricky Hendrick in the 5 right there. You saw on the right, shooting through there without incident. Kevin Grubb in the 54 was a lap down because of that plug wire problem. As the caution came out, the leaders slowed, single file, and Kevin Grubb comes around to get back on the lead lap.
Now, all of our leaders are back to pit road. Reason being, right here, 56 laps to go. Most of them can probably make it to the end from here.
Todd Bodine had some kind of deal going on down here. I'm not sure what happened.
I think he bumped into Johnny Sauter.
Oh, Yeah.
And then there's a stack up at the stop sign, man, past the end of all the pit stalls.
I tell you, the racing's been exciting on the track, but I think the pits have been more exciting.
Well, what happened, the reason they were stacked up at the end of pit road, a lot of teams just took fuel, some took 2 tires, and the man at the end of pit road had to stop them because the rest of the field had not cleared them yet.
So the stop sign paddle was red.
Right.
Right.
Todd must have gotten some damage or something because they got the hood up on his car now.
Well, you see right there, Johnny Sauter in the 2 car, they took fuel only. They was only there about 4 or 5 seconds. And he's going to have to stop right here as well. There you see Todd Bodine in 92 trying to back up and almost hit his crew member.
A lot of close calls.
Yeah, they beating that fender out there, that left front fender. They're knocking that back out. That's why they got the hood up.
Now, 3 drivers stayed on the track and did not pit. Randy LaJoy stayed out. We're told Jimmy Spencer also stayed out, and Casey Kane in the number 98. The rookie started at the back because of a pit stop before the green flag. He raced his way up into the top 10. Hank Parker Jr. also did not stop. So those 4 cars did not come in on this caution. They'll leave the field to the restart when we come back.